There's that man again.
As of the time that I'm making this video, it's hot as hell outside, but autumn and winter are on their way. So how about I tell you about a couple of fragrances that are new to my collection that might serve you well. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Teddy Files. I'm your resident sommelier, Mr. Diaz Teddy, and today we are talking about several fragrances that I just got in my collection that are better for the fall and winter. Now, don't get me wrong, I can definitely wait for winter. I'm cool with fall. Fall is always welcome. It's that crazy, just frigid winter time that drives people crazy. I'm not a big fan of the snow or anything like that, but I am a fan of the fragrances that are associated with those times of year. And the first fragrance that I want to break up is one that is, once again, all of these are new to my collection, so I don't have to continue to repeat that. So this right here, I just got it not too long at a Ross Dress for Less, and that would be Hugo Intense. So this one here, a lot different from any of the other Cantina bottles. That was a terrible atomizer. But the scent itself kind of reminds you, it puts you in the vein of Coral Fantasy, but it's not a one-to-one. It's not even, I wouldn't even say it's, I would say maybe about 40%. It has some of that scent DNA, but for the most part, this one right here is sweet. It has some red apple at the top. It has some cinnamon. So you catch the red apple and the cinnamon. And it actually also reminds you kind of in the vein of Stronger With You, but it's not as rich and creamy. So this one is an interesting one because it's brightened up as well by some lime at the top. And then you have a little bit of geranium in the middle that gives you some of the floral nature of it. But for the most part, as it starts to dry down, you get some of that woodsy feel. It also has leather, but I don't really detect the leather like that. But all in all, this is a pretty good fragrance. I would say as far as longevity, don't really know. Haven't had a chance to test this one just yet. But it's one that I'm probably going to be testing out this week as I work from home. Or the days that I work from home, I'll be testing this one out on the hand and walking around and things of that nature. But for me, because of the scent profile, I'm excited to start wearing this one in the fall and winter, and that would be Hugo Intense. So the next fragrance that I got coming up, I am a fan of the entire line. I bought the whole line. All of them are awesome, but the one that we want to talk about today, the one that is made for the winter and fall, and that would be Mercedes-Benz Land. So this one here, it smells absolutely sensational. It's different in a way because of some of the freshness that it has in it, but it has no fresh notes. It doesn't have any fresh notes. I mean, some of the notes that you got in this one, you have that rosemary and black pepper at the top, so it gives it a little bit of a spicy nature to it. But it has that cacao also in the mid part of the fragrance that gives it just a slight hint of sweetness. You get a lot more sweetness from the powdery tonka bean as well, but this is mostly woodsy, and it has a little bit of a heavy base to it, but at the same time, it gives you this almost ethereal feel off your skin. This fragrance is pretty good, man. Believe it or not, when these fragrances first came out, because there are 3 in the collection, you got the Land here, you also have Sea and Air. All of them are good. All of them are absolutely phenomenal. But this one here, you could actually wear this on a cool summer night and you would be able to get away with it. So none of them are really just heavy fit for any specific time of year. I believe all 3 of these fragrances you could wear year round. But for me, I have worn this one on my hand. I've tested this one out. I got about 6 hours of longevity out of it, so it wasn't bad at all. Performance is not bad, especially for the price point. I got this thing for about, I think it's sub $50 or something like that. So this is a really good fragrance, and one that I'm definitely going to be wearing this winter and fall, and that would be Mercedes-Benz Land. So the next fragrance that I got coming up, there are, I believe, 3 more flankers, but this is a flanker from those 3. And this was the one that interested me the most, and that was part of the Tommy Hilfiger Impact line, and that is Tommy Hilfiger Impact Parfum. So this fragrance right here, it interested me the most. Number 1, because of the season that we're going into, and number 2, because the combination of notes that it had, it was just more intriguing to me for like I said, for the season we're going into, and I feel like it will wear just a little bit stronger, especially when you get into the colder months. This is a really awesome fragrance, man. This smells damn good. This smells damn good. You got that Alchemy, you got some Alchemy off the top. You also have, I believe, some Gaiac wood, some suede, and also some vanilla. So you have the Alchemy that gives it a resinous feel at the top, but you also have that smoothness from that suede and vanilla. It's not a harsh oud. It just kind of gives it almost that medicinal type of feel when it comes to oud. You know, oud has a whole bunch of different smells to it, from some of the lightest, sweetest smells to the funkiest, you know what type smell. This one falls somewhere in the middle, and I have tested this one as well. 6 to 7 hours at the most is what you're going to get. But once again, not a bad price for this one. This one, I believe, I got for about $54 off of Jelma, so that's not bad at all. But as far as for the winter and the fall, this is going to be perfect. This is going to wear very well in those seasons. So if you have the opportunity to, I've linked everything in my description box. Go check it out if you want to get the link to it. Get any commission off of this, but I really kind of wish we would just get away from that and get past that. People wanting to get paid should never be a problem unless they're lying to you. And that's something I'll never do over here. And I'm not going to be lying about this one or any other fragrance when I tell you that this is a damn good fragrance. You should get your hands on it. That would be Tommy Hilfiger Impact Parfum. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is part of the Dolce Gabbana The One line. And that would be Dolce Gabbana The One Gentleman. This is definitely a fragrance that is best suited for suit and tie, dressed up, things of that nature. It, to me, is the most, I would say, the most buttoned up one in the Dolce Gabbana The One line. I have 4 of them. This, to me, like I said, is the one that's definitely meant for more formal wear. Now, you can wear your fragrances whenever you want, or whatever, however you feel like it. But this would be, in my opinion, a situational fragrance, because of especially the patchouli that comes out in this fragrance is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you got that, some of the spice from that black pepper, and then you have just a bit of that cleanliness or that soapiness from the lavender. You got some spice from the cardamom, but you get that vanilla, and that patchouli is what basically carries the fragrance. And once again, like I said, it gives you that stylish, elegant feel, almost like a Chevalier type of feel. This fragrance right here, it traditionally, like the one, it doesn't have the longest staying power. I'm thinking maybe the longest lasting one of the line that is not part of the Middle Eastern line. So I think I got about 5 or 6 hours out of this. And right now, they're very scarce. So if you decided that you want one, I believe what I was able to find is the 1 ounce ones that are over on Fragrance Net. So you might want to hop on them when you can, because once these are gone, I believe this is probably going to be done. So right now, you still have an opportunity to get your hands on Dolce Gabbana The One Gentleman. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is part of the Roberto Cavalli line, and that would be Tobaccomore EDP. So this fragrance right here features the note of tobacco, and man, does it feature it well. If you watched any of my videos, damn, it smells good. If you watched any of my videos, you know I am a big fan of tobacco. Tobacco, in my opinion, is one of the most versatile notes that you can have in fragrance because it blends well with a lot of winter fragrances. But I have quite a few spring and summer fragrances that have the note of tobacco in it, and it works well. It adds a little bit of bass, balance, and oomph to those fragrances. But for this one, where this is more of a leafy, earthy type tobacco. It also has some saffron in the notes as well. But the tobacco patchouli combination is almost, in my opinion, an unbeatable combination. Like this is a magnificent fragrance, and I've done the testing on it. It's an over 8-hour fragrance, so that's also something that's going to be very attractive to people that want to purchase this fragrance. Now, you can get some testers. I did get myself a tester bottle as well, because full presentation, of course, is a little bit more expensive, and sometimes you just want the fragrance. It ain't about always the presentation. Besides, I have a box, so I can put it in a box. But this fragrance right here, to me, if you are a fan of tobacco fragrances, if you're a fan of tobacco patchouli combination, you could not go wrong with this fragrance right here. And that would be Roberto Cavalli's Tobaccomore. So the last fragrance that I got coming up, man, is, to me, I can't wait to get it on my skin, because I believe it's going to be just more than just wearing a fragrance. I believe that this was going to be an experience when I get it all over, and that would be Jacques Zolty, Me Gustas. This fragrance here, I've already sprayed it in the air because I've had a few takes before this. Yeah, I'm going to be real about this. Because when I'm talking about this fragrance, for whatever reason, as I'm smelling it in the air, man, I was getting tongue-tied because just how phenomenal this fragrance is. I mean, in my mind, I'm painting a picture for you guys. Picture you being in a cafe, an outside cafe, and there's an older gentleman dressed to the nines sitting across from you. I mean, he has on his beautiful suit. He's probably wearing an ascot, has a beautiful hat on as well. And he's sitting at the table, reading his paper, smoking a cigar, and drinking his black coffee. And the smell of the entire cafe and his cigar, the faint hint of the ash, and that black coffee smell, that freshly brewed black coffee smell, that is what you get when you smell this fragrance. This fragrance is absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, I sprayed it on my skin. It is a very long-lasting fragrance as well. It lasted over 8 hours on my skin when I sprayed it. Like I said, I had a little bit of a test spray on my arm, things of that nature. Immediately, you get a freshly brewed coffee smell, and you get some sweetness from black pepper, and you get that spiciness from some cloves as well. But then as you get to the base, you get that earthiness of that vetiver along with the cedar. But then you also get a powdery note from the tonka bean and the vanilla. This is awesome. It is stylish. It is manly. At the same time being elegant. This fragrance, in my opinion, is breathtaking. And once again, I have linked it so you guys can experience it for yourself. But remember, at the bottom, under all of the other fragrances, is scent split, so you guys can get a sample. You do not have to just buy this fragrance out. It may not be for you. This fragrance might not be for everyone, but because I'm a heavy coffee fan when it comes to fragrance as well, along with tobacco and several other notes, this is right up my alley, and that would be Jacques Zolty, Me Gustas. Well, everyone, that is my time. Once again, I want to thank you guys for joining me over here on the Teddy Files. There are thousands of influencers that you can talk to. Many of them are very reputable, all of them amazing, but I'm so glad that you took the time to come over here and check out the Teddy Files. And please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because it helps the channel to grow. And I know I say that so fast, but I am very appreciative of the fact that you liked my video. I love the fact that you guys share out the videos, and I love that you take the time to subscribe, because it means a lot to all of us. And also make sure you hit the bell icon so that you can be notified each and every time I upload a video, because my name is Mr. Dier's Teddy, your fragrance sommelier, and over here we don't do stink, so please don't be a stink ass. Be ready for the fall.
Tu porteras